Yo, Power 98.3, J times 3 in the spot. You already know what it is. I told you a little bit ago, like 4 minutes ago, had something hot about to pop off in here. You know what I'm saying? Special guest that's about to walk in the studio. Now, you know, people come through here all the time, and it's a beautiful thing. That's the world that we live in, the world of entertainment, the world of radio. But it's not every day that you get like legends that really walk off in here that are still living, breathing, and they walk off in here and they are responsible for so many things. Like, I'm talking about years, I'm talking about history, I'm talking about millions of albums, I'm talking about singles that you will always love, I'm talking about timeless music, I'm talking about Bone Thugs and Harmony. Layzie Bone is in the building with me right now. What is the deal, man?
Oh, Jay, you know how we do it, man. We passing through Phoenix, man. We gonna go out, have a good time tonight, man. You know, we still doing it. We still here, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just came to holler at everybody in Phoenix, let them know that we got the concert coming up in Tempe. You know, May 18th.
May 18th, right?
May 18th, man. We about to come do it real big. Me, Busy, and Flesh. We doing the Resurrection Tour.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we gonna do it like that, man, with the live band. Just, you know, we out here promoting. I'm out here promoting my new records.
Yeah.
I just released 2 new records, The Definition and The Meaning.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm out here working, man. You know, it don't stop, baby.
You know, the thing is funny. I was talking to somebody the other day, and every time Bone comes to Phoenix and does a show, it sells out. And it's crazy because you know how in this hip-hop game, like, you're relevant as your single now. If you have a viable single now, then you might sell some tickets.
Right.
But you guys, because I don't know if it's because of the history or because of, like, the intense following or what it is, but no matter if y'all have a single out or not on the radio, you sell out when you touch the town. What do you think? Why do you think that is?
I mean, you know, besides us having music that's relevant to real life, you know what I mean? Everyday life, it pertains. Like the music we made in 1995, 1994, it still pertains to this day.
Right.
Because it's life, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I like to say, you know, every time we come to Phoenix, we give a nice hell of a show.
Y'all do put it down.
Like we do our thing. Phoenix give us a different type of energy, you know what I'm saying? Like the crowd here, man, always show us so much love. We be amped to come here. It's like going overseas or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, we going to Phoenix, you know we got to rock out. You know what I'm saying? So it's love, man. And besides just making music from the heart, man, and music people can relate to, man, you know, we strive on excellence, you know what I'm saying? So we just really put it in. We give it our all when we go in on that stage.
Now, the original group has gone through some changes, you know what I'm saying, over the course, but it comes with time. You always go through change. Things happen. People progress in their own ways, or different stuff happens. But there's something going on right now that everybody's kind of talking about, and I want you to, because of the following here, and everybody wants to know really what's going on, touch on what's really happening with the whole crazy situation, everybody in the group, like right now, as we speak.
I mean, well, you know, man, like, basically, to be totally honest, you know what I'm saying, we got a difference of opinions in business right now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Which is really nobody business. I guess we made it kind of public.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really a difference of business. You know what I mean? Like, we going on this tour, and, you know, by me being 36 years old and handling business without my whole career, you know, I kind of felt like we didn't really need certain entities, like as far as managers and things like that, to be involved in the tour. Because basically all you need is your band, your group, you know, your tour managers, your accountant and all that, and you know, and that add up to a healthy percentage
of the money,
especially when you're breaking it down 5 ways. So, you know, I just like, we need to get this money. You know what I mean? But, you know, I guess Crazy felt as if we needed management, but I'm like, if we don't have no branding partners and we don't have no record deal at this time, like, there's certain things we can do ourselves. And, you know, like I guess some of the Crazy and Wish felt as if we wasn't capable of that. And you know what I mean? Me, by me having my brother Flesh and Bone home, and with him getting the degrees that he received while he was doing his little stint away from home. You know what I mean? We feel like we got this now. You know what I mean? Like, going 4 years away from 40 years old. Like, who can't handle, it's just like managing a restaurant. You know what I mean? Like, me and my brother managed KFC back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So long as you know who clocking in, who clocking out, who's supposed to do what responsibilities, and you making sure they do them or they fired. You know, you Donald Trump there.
Right.
Or, you know what I'm saying? But that's all it is, dog. Basically, it's a difference of business opinion. But at the same time, man, at the end of the day, no matter what goes on, Bone Thugs and Harmony is still going to be all 5 of us at the end of the day, just like when Flesh was locked up, just like when Busy was away from the group. You know what I mean? Like, I always strive to keep my group together. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's about, unity.
Absolutely.
That's what we came out talking about, family. And that's what it's going to be in the end. Like, really, right now, it's just setting us up for a bigger tour, you know what I'm saying, for a bigger record. So I'm just always plotting and thinking on that.
Right. Do you think that is it causing a little bit of strain because of the whole tour thing and having to do it without Crazy and them? Like, is this something that you kind of felt coming where you could prepare for it, or is it something that kind of like, whoa, wait a minute?
I was already prepared for it, for the simple fact, and really it's not a strain. It's not a strain because we rarely get to do things with Busy, you know what I mean? And by him being in his sober mind and on his 1-2 step, and then by us really, like us three really dominated, me, Busy, and Flesh really dominated that record, Resurrection.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I think we're going to give them a treat. It's something different from Bone Thugs and Harmony, but the energy of Busy Bone and the energy of Flesh, and everybody already know how I get live.
Everybody knows.
I'm bouncing through the roof the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a treat for our fans as well as I think it's an opportunity, you know what I mean, for wounds to heal, and for Bone Thugs and Harmony fans to really see something different and something just live and exciting that they haven't seen on the last couple of shows. So I think it's gonna be a good thing, and I think everybody should come out and support that, you know, just in the name of Bone Thugs and Harmony, because everybody know we rock out, man.
Always. Like I said, when you can sell out a venue, especially in the hip-hop game, this ain't like rock and roll in the country. Like, the hip-hop fans are fickle, like a mug. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're loyal, but they're fickle. Like, if you're not relevant, like right now, a lot of times it'd be 5 people in the show. But Bone Thugs and Harmony come out, and every time, no matter what, it sells out. So all your points, you know what I'm saying, are solidified based off of that. And that is something that you guys all need to be proud of, because that doesn't happen, and you know that. You've been here long enough to know that.
I mean, and we are, man. We're very proud. We feel very blessed, you know what I mean? It's kind of sad that our business leaks in the public, but I guess that's
come
what
with the
come with
territory.
fame, and that's what come with being a public figure.
Right.
But at the same time, we family, bro. We grew up together, man. Like, Flesh is my brother. Wish is my blood cousin. So it can't be that deep. My mama and his mama probably sitting on the couch talking right now.
Right now, chilling.
You know what I'm saying? So,
watching Oprah or something.
You know, Crazy, my best friend since the 7th grade. That's since 1985.
See?
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and then Busy, the little brother, the little baby, he always been the baby of the group.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, man, family is family.
Yeah.
And that people shouldn't even get their panties in a bunch, you know what I'm saying? Because what we gonna do is continue this legacy. Also, we gonna do our careers with our record labels, our clothing lines, all these different things that entertainment is made up of, man. We plan to dominate. We said we was gonna shut it down, and we plan to do that. We got the internet to do it with now.
There it is. Layzie Bone is here. See, that's the whole thing. Like, I'm glad that you were able to touch on stuff because of the whole thing. You know, you don't want people all in your business all the time, but when they do, you want to make sure they got the right business. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure they got the right word. And so for you to be able to address a situation like that, hopefully now out there you can stop thinking all the raggedy stuff that you was thinking, and because, you know, somebody tells somebody, and then that person tells somebody, and it turned into a whole different story than it really is. So now you come and you get it from the source, and that's the beauty of it all. Communication. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Jay, so like, it's just like, it's simple as this, man. Like, do something to a Bone Thugs and Harmony member and watch how fast we come together.
There it is. See, I like that. Look, that's simple. That's a simple way to put it right there. Let's do this. I want to go into Thuggish Ruggish Bone, but before I do, I want you to, because this is like the one that, you know what I'm saying, that pretty much started it all, especially like in the mainstream situation.
Right.
And I remember when this record came out, and it was just like that record that no matter if people was white, black, girl, dude, rich, not rich, had a whip in high school, didn't have a whip in high school, it was that song that everybody shared. Everybody loved this record. You know what I'm saying? Give us a brief story about how this one right here came about before you play it right here.
Okay, Thuggish Ruggish Bone?
Yeah.
All right, Thuggish Ruggish Bone, man. Basically, you know, we got off a bus, man, in 1993. We did the whole EP in about 4 or 5 days.
Right.
So when we was in the studio, we already knew we was Thuggish Ruggish Bone and all this, but this lady had walked in by the name of Shatasha.
Okay.
And I heard her humming. So I ran up to her and said, sing this. It's the thuggish, ruggish bone. Then she just went super crazy. Easy-E came out the studio booth because he was working on For the Love of Money at the same time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it just came together, man, like it was meant to be. You know, it was like 5 elements going on in the studio, and this girl came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? We already had our verses done, man, and it sounded a little something like this.
Probably 98.3 J times 3 up in there. Layzie Bone still in the studio with you, man. I'm glad that you came by, man, to not only clear things up, but we'll talk about this show May 18th that's going on at Marquee Theater. That's going to be retarded. You know what I'm saying? Everybody looking forward to that. And then we were just talking about some other things you got going on. See, relevance is key when you're doing this type of thing in the hip-hop game. You got to find ways to stay relevant, stay getting checks, you know what I'm saying, and stay progressing. And a lot of people feel like, well, I'm going to do good music, and then that's that. But that ain't really the key, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know, it's called entertainment, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's a business. You know, it's the music, entertainment business, man. I got a lot of things going on, you know, as far as the music goes. You know, my new company is called Harmony House Entertainment, which I'm pushing, you know, house spelled like my last name because it's my name, Stephen House. But, yeah, it's Harmony House Entertainment, man. I got a lot of artists coming up under me that I've been trying to push and some that's new. Yeah. You know, I got Felicia's record that's finally going to drop. Okay. You know, remember her from It's All G-O-O-D Good. Yeah. CNC in the building. His music is dropping. You know, his record is called Dispensation. You know, Maybach Dice is in the building doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? He representing Jamaica Queens, also Maybach Music, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's a lot of different things we got going with the House Boys, which is me, Flesh, and my little baby brother. Then I got a record, a Bone Thugs and Harmony record that consists of me, Busy, and Flesh, called Majority Rules. Okay. So, you know, we twisting it up all kind of ways. And then on top of that, you know, I got my books that's coming out, which is the Bone Thug story. You know, we're going to put that out as in a book before we even do the movie thing. Okay. You know, and also I got a book of poetry called Invisible Ink, you know, that I'm doing that. And then I got a clothing line as well. You know, I'm doing the whole entertainment thing.
You got to.
You know what I'm saying? The clothing line is called House Apparel. You know, I got the lingerie for ladies called Layzie and things like that. See? You know what I'm saying? Then I got the 2 new records that's in stores right now. They can go get it on iTunes, called The Definition and The Meaning. You know what I mean? And you know, I'm just putting in hard work, man. I think these 2 new records that I just put out is some of my best solo efforts, like to date, you know. Like I did a lot of records and I pushed them out fast and I probably recorded them, you know, probably in 3, 4, 5 days or something like that. But these 2 records right here, man, I put them all into. You know, I got 2 short on there. I got Maybach Dice, DNC. I got Baby Bash. I got Bow Wow. You know, I got Felicia, Crazy, Busy, Wish, and Flesh. You know, it's just a whole bunch of love that's on there. Chameleonaire. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, we doing it big.